All right, welcome y'all to Power Stream Live. I'm Lawrence Vinson, your producer, and tonight your host. The show is brought to you by Security Guard, where you can see a difference, and that's spelled SEECURITYGUARD. And if you go to the website, you'll see the difference that Security Guard can make for you nationwide. To be a small firm, but they're nationwide. It's going to be number one real soon. All right. Tonight we have some special guests in the house. We got Mr. Deshounge, who is a drummer, I must say, and a flutist. I guess you can say he's an all-around musician. And he's going to try to make some incredible sounds for us tonight for you all to enjoy. And I really, really hope you do enjoy it. I'm sure for some of you it's going to be a little different, but for others it's going to be right down your alley, because it's all about the music here. Also, we're going to have some very, very special guests. They're going to talk to you. We're going to talk with them about the new program. And the program is called Something for the Brothers. Now, don't get the title wrong, all my Caucasian brothers, because it's for you too. So don't just think that it's for the brothers of color. It's for all brothers. Now, that's what I was told. And we're going to find out. We're going to get them to tell us and explain to us what Something for the Brothers is all about. Can't ask for no more than that, Somebody asked me to tell you all about a robbery that happened about 2-3 weeks ago, I guess, up in Cobb County. Most of y'all from the Atlanta area, you've heard of the Big Chicken, or you've seen it, you've been there, you ate there. That's Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's a landmark in Cobb County. Well, what happened, dude went in and he held the Big Chicken up. He got the money, he left. Well, homeboy left, but he thought about something. He was hungry. So he went back to get some chicken from the same place he just robbed. And when he got there, PD was waiting on him. So don't be no fool. If you get away with the money, you go to a restaurant down the street and get you something to eat. But I guess it was finger licking good to him. He had to go back, So, hey, people do some of the strangest things, But, everybody knows that Power Stream Live is about exposure. It's to expose the new, the different. Later on, we hoping to become a full-fledged channel with Power Stream Live. So, y'all pray for us, or whatever you do, whether it's on your knees, on your feet, on your toes, it don't matter, just help us out. We're always looking for sponsorship. If you got a commercial you want to play, look, say $25, you get worldwide exposure. Go and ask WSB to give it to you for $25, just to get your exposure right here in Atlanta now. We're going to give you worldwide exposure. And we have a vast audience. So, we always welcome you. My musicians, my actors, my models, my producers, directors, writers, hey, you need to hit us up on the email. And that's myvideochannel@hotmail.com. Make sure you hit us up. Get the information. This week we had quite a few requests for people who are trying to get on the show. So that lets me know the show is getting popular. And according to the engineer, we're still number 2 here at WAN. We're booking to be number 1, though. We're number 2 behind the atheists of all people. So we're not controversial. We're entertaining. And so we want to make sure, that you all get the exposure that you're looking for, and this is one of the avenues to do that. This give you that worldwide exposure. It's my understanding that tonight there may be some people who are watching from Europe as well as from Haiti. Dear friend of mine wanted me to give him a shout out. I ain't shouting out nothing except for that. So I hope the people in Haiti are watching. Welcome to the show. Also the people in France, thank you for coming. We appreciate you watching us. I know in France it's middle of the day thereabouts, so you're probably taking time from your work to watch us, but we're very happy to have you here. There's been a lot of things happening. There's the guy who wrote our theme song, Shelton Martin, has quite a few programs coming up, and he's going to get me a copy of the shows that he's got coming up. I want y'all to help support this man. He does a lot for the community, and he do it free, and it's always good entertainment. So, and I think he's got a program coming up called Blacktoberfest that's coming up real soon. So that should be the end of the month near Halloween, but I'll get the particulars for you in the next show. We'll let you know. Also, I want my man Barefoot Bill to know your segment will be starting next week. We're going to have a Barefoot Bill segment. He's a great comedian. You're going to like him. He's different. I'm going to put it that way. Barefoot Bill is different. And everywhere he goes, he's barefoot. That's how he got his name. And no, his feet are not crusty. So y'all will know. The man take care of his feet, but everywhere he go, he's barefoot. And that's how he got his name. And if you watched our show, about episode 2, our second showing, you will see Barefoot Bill and some of the things that he can do. He's very good, especially at improvisation, because when he came to the show, he had a few skits, and I asked him to do some more. And, man, the improv was excellent. So just want y'all to know these are the things that are happening, and the show is going to get more powerful as time go by. Now, I'm going to first start out here by bringing on one of my guests, and he's the founder, I'm going to say the president, of a new organization that's for us men folks. The women got plenty of things they can do. We men don't have that much. So I was glad to hear about this organization because it gives us some support as men. And ladies, that's not to say anything bad, but us men, even though we got all these muscles and we tall and we pretty and all this stuff, we still sometimes, we just need a little help, and it may be mentally or it may be physical, but, we need a little help because sometimes we get stressed out trying to do for the women in our lives even, as well as carry on careers and children. We have a lot of things. We don't show a lot of emotion, but trust me, it's in us. So at this moment, I want to bring up President of Something for the Brothers, Mr. Glen Gasper. How you doing? All right, thank you, Glen. Come on in. Have a seat there with me. Some of the brothers are in the house too, and everybody wearing a T-shirt, looking good. So, tell me a little bit about what made you come up with the idea, first of all, for Something for the Brothers. I mean, that's unique in itself.
Well, it's pretty much what you said. The idea came from seeing so many different women's organizations and how women empower one another and how they support one another. When women need support, they have places to go that they can get support from. And it came from an idea that I had actually at the top of the year. I was searching the internet, and everywhere I went, I looked at empowerment, and for the most part, what I saw was women's organizations as it related to empowerment. So I said to myself, well, there's so many women's organizations. We need something for the brothers. And this was in January, and I just started, you know, playing the idea over my head, about starting an organization, trying to create something for men, a place where men can go to be empowered. And, I met with a group of guys, and, I was trying to think of an idea or a name to call the organization. And I went over and I said, the idea that first came to me was something for the brothers. And everybody was like, that was a great idea. But I said to myself, I wanted to call it something for the brothers, but I didn't want to leave out our Caucasian brothers, our Asian brothers, our Hispanic brothers, because I was thinking that, it could be something positive for all men. So that's why the mission statement says that beyond social, racial, and economic bounds, we're here to support all men, is what Something for the Brothers is about.
Well, that's the great thing, man. When I was talking to B, who brought it to me, it was like, okay, he called me. He said, listen, man, I got something that I think is important,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to get it on your show.
Mm-hmm.
And B, if I got the hole where I can fit it in,
Yeah.
I'm going to fit it in,
Yeah.
And it just so happened I was looking for something unique for tonight.
Okay.
I already got a unique artist. And then when, to get that information, then when you emailed me
Right.
what it was about,
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, this be good for Tuesday night.
Right.
Because we brothers, we do need something,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and beyond the fact that this show is about entertainment, it is most of all about us people,
Yes.
and I tell my crew all the time, I want all kinds of people. I want all backgrounds. I want all genders, and this is something that fits that mold because you didn't close the door on any sect. You opened it up, actually.
Absolutely.
Because I don't know of any other real male program, that's strictly for men,
Right.
outside of some of the churches
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that a man can actually go to and get whatever you all are going to provide, in which that's what you're going to tell me.
Yes, sir.
The service that you provide,
Mm-hmm.
So tell the audience, what is it that exactly that Something for the Brothers is out to achieve. Give us a couple of points on what the association, or what are you calling it? A group association,
Just a
movement? Because it can become a movement. Yeah,
in itself, it's a movement.
Yeah, because it from the beginning it's different.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
And like you said, the concept and the things that you saw,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw those things too, just from us emailing us. I was trying to think to myself, where is there a national organization or a regional organization, or I know about the 100 Black Men.
Right. Right.
But I don't know, besides the Wall Street type groups where they lock people out with that glass ceiling thing. So
Yeah.
give us, tell us a little bit about the organization. What are you all out to achieve? Is there an end to this, or is it wide open and we're looking to grow and add as time go by?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We hope to have no end to it. Our vision is to be able to empower all men. Actually, one of the first men that reached out to me when I started sending information out on the internet about the organization was a guy from England. and he said he wanted to start an organization, something for the brothers chapter in England. And I thought, wow, I thought that was, pretty interesting that would be the first person that reached out to me. And it was a guy, a Caucasian guy.
And this was before you actually formed the group.
Absolutely.
You were just tossing the idea.
Yeah, just tossing the idea out. And he sent me an email and he said, he'd love to start a chapter and he wants to be involved in whatever we do. So I thought, at that point it was sort of an urgency to get something going because I wanted to be able to contribute something to him. So I wanted to build a foundation here in Atlanta or in the States.
Right.
So that I could say to him, well, this is what we have going on, and I'd like for us to be able to share our ideas and develop something in your country as well. So, and the things that we're looking at doing is we're looking at creating programs for, men. Like you said, the 100 Black Men, they're there. Also researched something about concerned Black men.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the programs that men's organizations that I've seen have are developed primarily for the youth, which is a great thing, which is going to be one of the things that we eventually get into. But what I thought about was, while we're there, the few men that are developing the youth, who's developing the men? So, that was the thing I was thinking. I was like, we need something to be able to help develop these men, because if we develop the men, the youth will follow.
That's true.
That's the idea. So we're looking at being able to develop, because one of our slogans is, if we can't help every single man we help can help another man.
There you go.
So we looked at the things that we're looking at is developing programs for education, for training. We're looking at starting a job club. There are plenty of entrepreneur clubs, but there are men that may not be ready to become an entrepreneur, but they need help finding a job.
That's right.
So that's one of the things that we want to be able to do. We want to be able to provide services to show them how to interview, show them how to write a resume, maybe show them how to dress, or even help them find the clothing to wear to an interview.
I tell you something I can think of you can train, and you're in the field, and I'm in
absolutely.
the field, is how to use the computer properly.
That's one of the definite programs we're going to have.
Because I get that all the time where guys, especially of a little age, a little
Absolutely.
older than I, who will say, well, yeah, I know how to use the internet, but I don't know how to add an attachment to my email.
Right.
I don't know, can I leave this browser open and work on a Word file at the same time? Simple things that are simple to technical people.
Mm-hmm.
But to them, it's complex because they're trying to figure out, well, how can I do these things?
Right.
And those skills will help them in the long run, too, even our older and some of our younger brothers, across the spectrum. I meet a lot of people who can text, but they can't use a computer.
Right. I've actually had people that worked for me in my business some time ago that didn't know how to turn a computer on. And that was one of the things that I thought that would be great for men that have no idea even know where to start with a computer. And it's a technological age.
Yes, it is.
We're going to need to know how to use those things. We're going to need to know how to use a computer to, whether it's to send an email or to maybe talk to someone via the internet. So.
Well, you need one to watch the show too,
Absolutely.
so I need you to train as many of them as you can. I want them to tune in and watch the show. And maybe even you get some of them who you find that are talented and come and be on the show.
Yes, absolutely.
Because that's what this show is really all about. It's free to the people.
Right.
Sponsor pay for it. And the people come here free, so and we've had a lot of talent on here. And one thing I hope you can do in the program is show them to respect one another.
Yes.
And to let them know that just because you make $100,000 a year don't make you better than the brother who making $15,000 a year. You just make more money.
Yeah.
You could be the worst person in the world.
The money don't make the man. The man
makes the money. There you go.
Yes, indeed.
But I want you to, I'm hoping that your program do these types of things.
Yeah. Now, speaking of money, that's one thing I want to mention. We need money.
Tell them how to get in contact with you then, and where they can send the money.
Okay.
You can send a little bit to me here too while you're at it.
You can get us on our website. Our website is somethingforthebrothers.org. There's a big red donate button up in the corner. But other than that, our site has information about different programs that we're having, different events. We're also looking for volunteers. We have a huge event that we're working on right now. It's called Gender Feud that we're looking to have mid to late November.
Wait. You said Gender Feud?
Yes.
So it's us versus them?
Well, sort of. It's like a battle of the sexes. It's sort of a spinoff from Family Feud.
I just saw some woman. She stood up at home. I bet she looking at her husband right now.
Right.
And then got the frying pan ready.
The grits.
Look at the grits.
But it's going to be a lot of fun. It's an idea that we came up with to basically bring men and women together.
Right.
To get some ideas from men and women. We're going to do some surveys. We're actually working on surveys now where we're going to poll people to ask them, different questions like they do on Family Feud. And it's going to be about relationships, marriage, raising children, sex. It's going to get a little deep. So it'll be a fun event that we can have to raise money for our organization.
Now you gonna video this, or you
absolutely.
gonna allow us to stream this,
absolutely.
or
Absolutely, I would love for that to happen.
Hey, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Bring it on. Because there's nothing else. We'd love to show some clips, and I especially love the funny part.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
Actually, what's gonna be funny about it is that we're not picking any particular people before the show. We're actually gonna have people that come to the actual game show. We're gonna pick them from the audience. So it's not gonna be scripted or anything. It's gonna be,
about like this show.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to get I had one guy who he watched the show. I hope he's still watching it. You ain't got no format. Okay.
And what keeps it real, yeah.
Yeah, what you saying.
Yeah.
That because I don't have a teleprompter in there telling me what to say.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping he watch. I mean, I have a good viewing audience on this show. And I'm looking for hosts and hostesses.
Okay.
Iris Longmore, who is my main director, she's brought in quite a few talented young people who normally host the show. But Iris, bless her soul, she just as burnt as she want to be, man. She did some military time about a week or so ago, and she just opening her new place up in Lawrenceville. So I know she's been working hard. She's trying to find spots for her models and stuff. And a lot of them come here, and try to show off their talent. And that's what this is all about. It's about the community as a whole. We basically make it towards entertainment, and then worthwhile things like the program that you all are trying to put out there for people to, get this good information.
Yes.
Because one thing musicians know when they come up here, even my hip hop artists, and how some of them can be.
Yeah.
If it ain't radio ready, don't bring it.
That's right.
I got a few choice words that I tell them you can keep that at home.
Right.
And for the most part, though, I get a good response. Hey, yeah, we coming, we're radio ready. Okay, now all y'all who doing all that rapping and singing and using that bad language, now here's a program that you all can go to so y'all can start getting your minds together to start doing some good, positive things. 'Cause I tell them ain't no positive stuff out there no more, mostly, especially in the rap game. It always seemed to be negative. It's putting somebody down to put themselves up. And it's about me.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to get beyond. Because without there needs to be a you in order for there to be a me.
Right.
We need each other.
We.
That's what we don't
realize.
Yeah,
it's a we thing. I mean, and I want those people to understand that, so it's going to be a blessing to have an organization like yours around. We're going to take a short commercial, then I want you to, get one of the brothers over there, 'cause I seen a couple of them, they sort of anxious. I want to get a couple of them up here and let them tell a little bit about what they found in the program. Okay. We're going to take a commercial. Then I want my artist, Deshounge E, to come up and play a couple of tunes for us, to help soothe down, 'cause the brothers back there very excited. They probably get up and start dancing once you get up doing your thing, Sean, 'cause they got that energy in them. They bubbling, man. Get that music, make them get a little bit more hype.
Yes, indeed.
They probably need a theme song.
Oh, absolutely.
See, so you can bring that theme to them.
Yeah.
Get that theme music. So, because every little organization needs a little theme music.
Yeah, every hero.
That's right.
Every organization needs a theme song.
That's right. You need something, that you can say, oh yeah, that's us.
Yes, indeed.
That's us. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna take a few minute break, and we're gonna come back, and we're gonna have our artists, and we're gonna bring some more of the brothers up here.
My limit is 2, and I always make sure to eat something.
If I'm out for several hours, my limit is 3.
I know my limit is 1.
Until I'm 21, my limit is always 0.
Alcohol affects people differently, but the legal limit is .08 for everyone over 21. In order to be safe and stay well below the legal limit, it's important to know your limits and know the law. To find out more, go to responsiblelimits.com. You can't text and pay attention to the world around you, and you definitely can't text and drive. Every year, deaths due to distracted and negligent driving are increasing. In fact, while drunk driving rates have dropped greatly, negligent driving fatalities have skyrocketed. Find out more at negligentdriving.com.
I want to thank everyone for making this day so special. Dad, you've been my inspiration. I love you.
I love you too.
And Mom, I miss you so much.
Type 2 diabetes steals the lives we cherish most. But it can be prevented. Almost 80 million Americans have prediabetes, but because prediabetes doesn't always have symptoms, 9 out of 10 people who have it don't even know it. Know your risk. More importantly, do something about it. Eat better, stay active, and lose weight. You have a lot to live for. Stop diabetes for yourself and the people you love. Learn how at checkupamerica.org or talk to your doctor.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. For your listening pleasure, here he is, the artist, Mr. Deshounge E.
I want to thank everyone for making this day so special. Dad, you've been my inspiration. I love you.
I love you too.
And Mom, I miss you so much.
Type 2 diabetes steals the lives we cherish most, but it can be prevented. Know your risk before it's too late. Stop diabetes. Learn how at checkupamerica.org or talk to your doctor.
Hey, welcome back. Power Stream Live. Turn my mic on. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, we here.
Yeah, man. Make sure you on. I want to make sure everybody get to hear you. There you go.
Oh, we on.
Yeah, these are directional, so make sure you point it to your mouth.
Oh, got it. There it is.
Man, where you get the inspiration to do what you do? I mean, I'm sitting up here, I'm listening to the beat, and even my engineer say, you know what? I got an idea for my music for another show. I say, what? He said, that drum music.
I appreciate that. Yes.
See, that's inspiring, man.
Well, I appreciate it. I can't take all the credit for it.
Why not?
Because it comes through me. And I'm just so glad when people can appreciate it. I play all day long, and I condition myself all day long. I travel on the train and the buses, and I play on the train, the bus, Decatur Square, wherever I can. And to see children smile and women smile and brothers thanking me and, tipping their hat when they see me, that's thanks enough. I appreciate that, because it streams through me. So I'm just glad to be an instrument.
The power of music streaming through it. That's awesome, my brother. So how long have you been in the industry playing? You say you're all over town. So how long have you been playing?
I've been in music for since I was a child. I started off playing trombone initially, then I switched to trumpet. I had liked the trumpet. My grandfather used to play in the chitlin circuit, playing trumpet.
The chicken circuit?
Chitlin.
Okay,
yeah.
I was going to say I ain't never heard of the chicken. I have heard of the chitlin circuit.
You're making fun of my New York accent. But no, the chitlin.
All right.
The chitlin circuit. So when I found out he used to play trumpet, then I got there and I started playing soprano bugle with the Warriors Drum and Bugle Corps. I played with the band, of course. I got my musical start at IS 195 on 133rd and Broadway with Mr. Smiley, and that was back in the early 80s.
Wait. I've heard the name Smiley before. Will you elaborate on Mr. Smiley?
Oh, Mr. Smiley was a band director at IS 195.
Okay, and that's the school you went to.
Oh, yes.
See, because down here in the South, we don't have them IS.
Oh, my apologies.
And
Yeah.
When you start saying that, we start thinking of tennis shoes.
Oh, no doubt. No, I actually started playing in elementary school, and then this school had started off on Broadway and 133rd. And you had to audition to play for them. So they had music sub school, they had chorus, they had dance, and those of us, they had a lottery to get in there. And then when we got there, we started playing. And Mr. Smiley taught us how to read music and things of that nature.
Don't that sound familiar to y'all? Y'all remember the TV program called Fame?
Oh, yeah.
That's what Fame was all about.
Oh, yeah, that school was like that as well.
Yeah, that's what Fame was all about.
They were in high school.
Right.
They started us off in junior high school, preparing us for that particular advent.
All right, now.
Oh, yes.
So that's part of what got you stirred up. But what actually made you want to do music? I mean, even as a child, what inspired you?
Hip hop all day long. When I was a shorty growing up, I used to sit in the window where I lived on Shakespeare Avenue. Well, I actually live on Plimpton Avenue, but I could look out my window to Shakespeare Avenue. So at school 104 over there on Shakespeare, which is another New York school, by the way, he was if you see Kool Herc in the park setting up. So I was brought up in hip hop.
All right.
That's my first love. I love all music. all of it, classical, jazz, country, all of that. But hip hop is my first love.
Hip hop, but that's when hip hop was fun too.
Well, hip hop is still fun.
I mean, it wasn't. To me, it ain't as fun as it used to be. I mean, we had songs, that made you either laugh or smile, or you sung along with it.
Oh,
now,
yes.
I hear these kids singing, and I'm like, dude, you'd be better off in your own closet than out here in public saying some of the stuff that you're saying.
Yes.
Now that's just my take. I mean, granted, I'm the older, middle-aged guy, and my stuff was fun. I can remember hip-hop being fun.
I remember it being fun, too.
And I listen to some of it now, and it sounds like, hey, I'm finna shoot you, is what it sounds like to me. And my women are being put down, and as
yes.
well as men are being put down.
Yes.
So, that's why I think when I was younger, I fell in love with jazz because jazz had no connotation. You could take like your drum music, and in your mind you could add whatever lyrics you wanted, good, bad, or indifferent. But it was all up to you. And I consider music, instrumental music, to be some of the best music made, personally. I ain't saying nothing bad about the vocalists, but even the vocalists have to have good instrumental music to make their vocals.
Yeah, I can agree. I think in my opinion, where things have come to a falter is when they've taken out the musical element, when they've taken out the other artistry to it, and they've utilized, when you was talking about with the brother with computers, and when you were talking about the brother with computers, like there's things being taught. These things are tools to be used. They're not substitutes for the human factor. So when you eliminate the human factor, you eliminate a lot of the creativity that goes along with it. And like with even with the lyrics, I can shoot you, but I can shoot you with my third eye as well.
Right.
So sometimes it's how we may perceive something. Like, remember Black Moon, Who Got the Props?
No, I never heard.
It's like, who got the props? 5 MCs.
Okay,
Evil D and
yeah.
Right. But when they say that, there's no disrespect to Evil D and Buckshot, no doubt, because it was definitely nice. But when they say who got the props, me personally, I'd look at that whole song as a tribute to the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
So I listen to hip hop all day long, but I may change and formulate the lyrics to where I need them to be, so that I may travel on.
Okay. Sounds wild. I mean, but your music is not different. It's more of a ancestral sound, from the islands, from the motherland.
Yes.
So those songs have a lot of meaning to them. The music, because it's an inner spiritual feeling when people create music like that. That's what I feel. That is something from inside, and it can mean a whole lot. I look at some of the great artists that play instruments, and you look at the titles of the song, and that title says a lot, that, hey, he was really, or she was really feeling something when they, wrote this. Like you said, it comes from within, through you.
Most definitely.
And that, when you said that just put me in a spiritual realm. That, the Most High is blessing me to bring this out at the end of my digits.
Oh, yes.
So that's awesome that you give him reverence like that.
I have no choice. I have no choice. Life has a way of showing you the things in which you need to do.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right.
yes.
And I tell people all the time, there's always an end to things, but it's the ones who begin it that are the created ones. You feel what I'm saying? You think about, we just lost one of the brightest minds in technology, but his end is going to bring on a whole lot of new things, because the people who's going to take his place now, who's going to redo the iPhone, and the Mac that the people in the industry love to use to make that music that you was talking about earlier. Because I ask those kids a lot of times, I say, you know what? You need to get a little more creative. And they say, what you mean? I say, why don't you get a live band?
Yes, please. Please.
I do. I tell them, why don't you try it with a live band? Because, you can make a lot of real good sounds with a live band that you can never achieve on a computer. Even though a computer can do a lot of things, it cannot create what the mind can. Because the supercomputer here, it got more gigabytes, more RAM than anything man has ever produced. We just only using little bitty parts of it. So I ask those kids all the time, get a little creative, try to hook up with band people like you, Mr. Shelton,
Yes.
They need to be around people like you all, because you all have creative minds. You all go in, and instead of taking a sound somebody else done already made, you create new sounds. And those are the sounds that I guarantee you, somebody who heard you tonight, they're going to sample that. They're going to sample that. That beat going to be heard somewhere.
Well, they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Yeah, it is.
So,
But will we
just
get
give
paid?
me a call, please.
But will we get paid for it?
Well, I'm just saying that, if you just take that and run with it, there's many, many more where that come from. So please come to the source of the source.
There you go.
And then, you can get more.
Now,
but I've met so many creative people here in Atlanta, so many musicians and artists. I'm just glad to be able to travel and meet them as I go along.
Well, Atlanta is like the new Mecca. It's the new Hollywood. It's the Broadway, the new Broadway. For some reason, Atlanta and entertainment just seems to go hand in hand. I mean, you can all sectors of entertainment. That's one reason I started this show, because I started going to some of the functions and I was looking. I'm like, wow, look at all these people, and the music, the plays, the film industry. Me being in security, one of my customers got a major studio basically next to their office. It started out small. It's something about vampires or something like that, but the dramatics of watching a show being made and you seeing it live, right. And you're like, wow, so that's how they do that thing, and that's what I feel when I see music and hear music, see musicians, and hear music, is that, wow, that person is blessed. They got a creative mind. Ones that produce things, they have creative minds, and that's why it was important to have somebody like you on the show.
Appreciate that.
I want to thank you. At the end of the show, I want you to do one more selection for us.
Oh, no problem.
But I'm going to take a short commercial.
May I ask something to your the audience?
What's
Please, if you see me, right, I'm looking for instruments. That's what I'm looking for. A violin, I'm going to play that next, right? Violin, trumpet, cello, a double bass. If you got it in your closet, I will gladly take it to give you closet space to put something else in, and I will put good use to it. So if you see me traveling on the train or the bus or walking down the street and you got the instrument, please hand it to me. I will thank you, and I will show you what I will do with it.
Oh, they calling in now. Awesome.
Yes.
But you got to tell them how to get in contact with you.
Oh, yes, by all means. And you can call me, and I'll come pick it up. 404-207-6505. That's 404-207-6505. Or you can email me at Deshounge, DESHOUNGE, artist, ARTIST, at gmail.com.
All right, now. You heard it here first. We're going to take a commercial. We're coming back with some other brothers.
Dad, you've been my inspiration. And Mom, I miss you so much.
Type 2 diabetes steals the lives we cherish most. Are you at risk?
Join us this fall at Step Out, Walk to Stop Diabetes. Bring your friends, family, and coworkers to walk with thousands of people from across the country and help us change the future of diabetes. The money you raise will make a difference. Together, we can stop diabetes, one step at a time. Register today at 1-888-DIABETES or visit diabetes.org/stepout. Join Step Out, Walk to Stop Diabetes this fall and raise money to fight diabetes. Together we can stop diabetes one step at a time. Take your first step and register today at 1-888-DIABETES or visit diabetes.org/stepout. Join Step Out, Walk to Stop Diabetes this fall. Together we can stop diabetes, one step at a time. Call 1-888-DIABETES or visit diabetes.org/stepout today.
I think we're back on. I got a couple of the brothers here for something for the brothers. And they told me their name, believe it or not, that quick, I forgot. But hey, that comes along with time and age. But I want y'all to introduce yourselves and tell the audience, that's y'all's camera right there, tell the audience what it is that you all so far, because y'all are part of the founding organization of it. Y'all are foundation people.
That's correct.
So, you know, y'all are the brick masons of this thing. Tell them a little bit about how you all got in. I want to start with you first, over to the far right.
Hello, audience. My name is Burnell Richardson, and I'm the vice president of Something for the Brothers. And I got involved. My friend Glen introduced me to the organization, and just said he had this idea. He wanted to try and give back and bring something to the brothers, to empower brothers. And that caught my attention. And I believe one of the things that I'm really big on is giving back and trying to reach back and help a brother. Not to say that I have made it or I'm where I want to be in life, but everyone can contribute, and I just wanted to do my part and help out.
All right, my brother.
All right. My name is Charlie Medlock. I am the treasurer for Something for the Brothers. like Burnell, we are founding members. Like you said, the brick masons for the organization. It's a nonprofit organization, and we're looking to empower men through education and motivation to become better men, better fathers, better husbands, and better leaders in their community. So when Glen came to me with this idea, of course I was on board. I've too, like Glen, we had some kind of passion for us giving something back, and definitely for the youth and as men as well. So that's why I'm here.
Okay, and that seemed to be the main theme, is to give back to the community as a whole, because we have a lot of people, men especially, who do need a little help. They just need a little tweaking of the mind sometime.
Right.
A little tweaking, and we're gonna look for big things out of you all. I'm looking 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line for you all to be seen and known to have, 1 million plus members, around the world.
Right.
I want my brothers, Kanishiwa, and,
right.
and my brothers down there in South America, Central America.
Right.
Okay. That's what we're looking for. You want to say something?
Yes, sir. That's one of the focuses we have, is to try and build every man up, not just black men or white men or brown men. Every man can help contribute to the betterment of society.
That's right. And that's one of the things I think our political leaders could learn, is that it's not about them or their party, it's about us. See, so that's a good thing. And who knows, y'all probably be invited to the White House before long to tell about this.
I certainly hope so.
Hey, yeah,
that would be nice.
Yeah.
Because those brothers who sitting up there who call themselves running our country, they need to understand it ain't about their pockets.
Right.
It's about us. Cause if we start faltering, it ain't gonna do no good for them to have no lifelong pension, because if we can't pay the taxes, their pension ain't no good.
That's right.
See, I was thinking about that the other day, about our young people in the military, how they've slashed their benefits, but these are the kids who risk their lives. And not one senator, congressperson, governor, or anybody stood up and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to take a pay cut to make sure that these people have what they need for putting their lives on the line for us. So a program like y'all's, especially these people who coming home from the war, right. You might not even exclude some women in some cases, because they're gonna have some difficulties too, and they're gonna actually be looking towards the men.
That's absolutely right. As a matter of fact, we were at the kickoff for Martin Luther King down at the Morehouse, and it was more women came to us asking, hey, is it going to be in Athens? Is it going to be in Cobb County? I have a lot of my son, needs you. My cousin needs you. That type of thing. So a lot of the women, we're going to be able to support them too.
Yeah, because that will support. When you support us men, you're supporting the women. And I think this is a worthwhile program. I'm gonna say, blessed be unto you all, peace be unto you all. I hope you prosper with this thing, and I hope it just grow beyond your wildest dreams, because it took y'all's dream in order to make the program. I mean, right. Even your logo, and y'all got saying something about I am. Can you tell me about that? Give me the slogan.
It is.
I hope y'all can see this.
Yeah. I can, I will, I am.
Yeah. See?
And I also I wanted to throw out there too that we have what we call our signature event It's called Rap Session, and we are scheduling those starting in November, twice a month, where brothers just can come out and sit around and talk and rap about real issues, real problems. So if the viewers want more information on that, just go to our website, somethingforthebrothers.org, and click on that and get involved.
And y'all make sure y'all keep us aware, because I do want to have a small segment of In the News, to keep people aware of what my guests are doing. We may not be able to squeeze it all in, but we can get some of it in.
Right.
I want to thank you all. We're going to take a short commercial, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to let our artist, Mr. Deshaun E., close us out.
All right. Thank you.
My limit is 2, and I always make sure to eat something.
If I'm out for several hours, my limit is 3.
I know my limit is 1.
Until I'm 21, my limit is always 0.
Alcohol affects people differently, but the legal limit is .08 for everyone over 21. In order to be safe and stay well below the legal limit, it's important to know your limits and know the law. To find out more, go to responsiblelimits.com. You can't text and pay attention to the world around you, and you definitely can't text and drive. Every year, deaths due to distracted and negligent driving are increasing. In fact, while drunk driving rates have dropped greatly, negligent driving fatalities have skyrocketed. Find out more at negligentdriving.com.
I want to thank everyone for making this day so special. Dad, you've been my inspiration. I love you.
I love you too.
And Mom, I miss you so much.
Type 2 diabetes steals the lives we cherish most. But it can be prevented. Almost 80 million Americans have prediabetes, but because prediabetes doesn't always have symptoms, 9 out of 10 people who have it don't even know it. Know your risk. More importantly, do something about it. Eat better, stay active, and lose weight. You have a lot to live for. Stop diabetes for yourself and the people you love. Learn how at checkupamerica.org or talk to your doctor.
Go ahead. As you listen to the music of the artist Deshaun E., I want to thank you all for coming and watching us again. Hope your iPhone works well, your HTC, so you can use it while you're on the road to watch Power Stream live. And check out our guests. Go to the website, somethingforthebrothers.org, and give them your support. Let them know what you need. That's how the organizations grow. You let them know what you need. And we want to thank you so much for joining us tonight here on Power Stream Live TV on WAEN.TV.